Hi everyone, welcome to Border Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie and this is the new Tier 8 French Premium Medium Tank, the Lorraine 40t. Of course the Lorraine 40t used to be a Tier 9 auto-loading medium which led to the Batchat. Of course that's been replaced with the baby Batchat, the Batchat AP. Batchat AP I think it's called. Anyway, now the Lorraine 40t has been reincarnated into a premium Tier 8 auto-loading medium tank, and I can tell you I bought one not so long ago and it is an absolute ripper. This one's been driven today by the Flying Elite from Pyro Clan, and you can see he's running strong coffee as well as full APCR in his Lorraine 40t, which is going to affect his credit income, but not as much as you might think. APCR rounds do 300 average damage, 263 penetration, and 232 with standard AP, so it's only extra 30 odd millimeters of penetration. Of course he's also running strong coffee, the premium consumable, which gives everything a little bit of a bonus. Will certainly help his damage per minute, his rate of fire, his aim time and his reload time, his shots between shots, and all those other groovy little statistics that make a tank awesome. Now the Flying Elite from Pyro Clan's platooned up with his old mate Zinth and the Magical Flying Fox also from Pyro Clan. Zinth unfortunately has been taken out in his T25 Pilot 1, the other new premium Tier 8 medium tank, the American one, as the Flying Elite tries to get a little bit of vision down across the bridge on Mountain Pass. Looking at the Object 252, you're the Defender tank, and of course it is in a Tier 10 game. Now the Defender tank's trying to do a little bit of climbing by the looks of him. The Flying Elite showing great restraint, not pulling the trigger, but he won't not shoot at the waffle. He'll get 2 shots into the waffle. The second shot tracks him. Third shot does some damage, and might as well put that last shell in. And he gets his full clip out for 1,251 hit points into the Tier 9 German tank destroyer. It's not enough to be winning the game yet. 0-2 the score. Zinth and his T25 Pilot 1's gone down, as well as the AMX 1390 on the Flying Elite's team. And of course Flying Elite being in the Tier 10 game, of course no new premium tanks get benefit from preferential matchmaking anymore, but the Lorraine 40t can certainly hold its own against Tier 10s, and you'll probably see some of that in this game. 1-3 the score now as the IS3 goes down. AMX 1390 on the enemy side goes down as the Flying Elite kicks back here, looking for a few snipey shots across the bridge. You can see on the mini-map the enemy side got a very good presence in this north-central part of the map. An OHO, an IS7, T57 Heavy, the M41 Walker Bulldog, E100 all doing a pretty good push towards the ice road, and it looks like nobody on the Flying Elite's team is defending that ice road apart from the UDES being driven by the Magical Flying Fox up on its little perch up there. Of course he's probably aiming towards that SU-12254, the waffle that the Flying Elite was shooting as well, maybe even that M41 Walker Bulldog that looks like he's running away. 2-5 the score now, 1251 damage done by the Flying Elite from Pyro Clan as he goes back to try and defend this ice road from a pretty heavy assault. Does the right thing and doesn't overcommit too far around the corner, because like I said earlier, there's a possibility of 4 big heavy tanks on their way, 3 of them being Tier 10s, only 1 Tier 8 with the OHO. No idea where they are now, but looks like he's getting some help from the Indian Panzer, as well as his platoon mate in the UDES. 2-6 is the score. His team's in a little bit of trouble as the enemy artillery takes out the Defender tank, another premium Russian heavy tank, and the Flying Elite just waiting for some of those heavy tanks to pop over. Of course he's rubbed his hands together when he saw the ISU 152, but he didn't quite land the shot. Somebody else did though, probably the SDRV 103, and the Flying Elite did get a nice shot into the E100 for 333 damage. Fires again, but doesn't quite land, and that final shot from the clip bounces on the big Tier 10 German heavy tank, as it looks like the Indian Panzer is going to step up to the plate and try and put a few shots in. Flying Elite Society doesn't really want to be brawling with these Tier 10 heavies. He pulls back as he reloads, and of course having strong coffee, and I'm tipping he's got a pretty good crew in mind. Of course the Lorraine 40t has exactly the same crew as a Batchat, and that's what I'm using mine for. I'm lucky enough to have some girl crew members in my Batchat, so they've got about 5 or 6 crew skills as he puts a shot Into the lower plate of the E100, a second shot kills the tier 10 German heavy tank, and two very nicely placed shots into the turret of the Oho at tier 8. 5-7 the score now. Flying Elite's picked himself up a kill. 2,500 hit points of damage, 1,403 assisted damage. That would have been through tracking or spotting those enemy tanks that are pushing the ice road. Just the Oho and the ISU 152 left on that push by the looks of things. Looking at the minimap, the VK4502B is lighting up some decent tanks over here, the mainly tank destroyers and lower tier, like the Object 252U. The T-57 Heavy seems to be quite happy to sit under this bridge. Is probably shooting towards a Stritzwagen 103 and the VK. That's just speculation at this point. 5-7 the score now as the Flying Elite's clip is now loaded. He gets lit, but he puts a shot into the Oho, takes a shot from the ISU 152 for 767 health. That's gotta hurt, so he pulls back, takes another reload. 6-7 the score now as the T-49 kills the M41 Walker Bulldog, and then the Object 261 picks up the kill on the big Japanese heavy tank, the Oho. And for the first time since the start of this game, the Flying Elite side has been at an even score at 7 apiece. Still 3 tier 10s left on the enemy side. The T-57 Heavy, the Stritzwagen 103B, and of course that Object 261, who's already got himself 2 kills in the big Russian artillery piece. He waits for his gun to reload. He's just about reloaded now. He's picked up over 3,000 damage, which isn't too bad for a tier 8 tank in a tier 10 game, as the Indian Panzer picks up the kill on that big Russian derpy tank destroyer. Flying Elite moves forward now, still on 533 hit points, and he's looking at the bridge. That STRV 103 picked up the kill on the one on the other side, the other STRV 103B, and of course that T-57 Heavy's hiding under the bridge like a troll. So I think the Flying Elite's just worked that out, and that's why he's not going to go and cross that bridge. Maybe he's going to go and try and help that VK4502B pick up the kill on the auto-loading American heavy tank, or maybe he's just going to cover his flank. Type 62 was peeking over that little bowl of death. The Object 261 picks up the kill on the tier 7 Chinese light tank, and the Flying Elite just trying to get some more damage in. That VK is down to about half health by the looks of him, but he picks up the kill on the T-57 heavy tank, and now his team somehow have pulled this deficit back to a lead 11-7. 3,176 damage done, 1,405 assisted, and he knows this is where these tank destroyers are, the Waffenträger Aufpanzer 4 and the SU-12254, the German and Russian tier 9 tank destroyers, and they both, he's going to feel it if they shoot him, that's for sure. Cops a shot from the big Russian, has gone back to the ditch, not the ditch, back to the hill, where people often sort of camp it up on Mountain Pass on the southeastern side. He's staying in cover though, because one more shot from anything left on the enemy team will send him back to Kingdom Come. The Object 252U looks like he's thinking about poking around the corner to have a shot at the Flying Elite. That Waffenträger's just fired, but he knows that that big Russian tank destroyer will be looking his way as well. The E100's come into play now as he's moved around that corner, and the Flying Elite's pinging the map just to let him know that's where I got shot from. That's where that SU-12254 is, as the enemy Russian artillery picks up the kill on the VK. 11-8 still the score. That Object 252 not brave enough to poke around the corner. Of course that Waffenträger Aufpanzer 4 would have been spotting the Flying Elite, but he gets killed by the E100, and now once he thinks he's unspotted, he can probably pull around and try and have a dip at that Object 252U. It was only a one shot for him on 62 health. There he is. Artillery gets lit as well, and of course auto aims on the artillery, picks up the kill, and now it's only the Object 252U left, the new big tier 8 Russian heavy tank. He can't afford to take a shot from him. Can he be quick enough? He can. Picks up his second kill of the game, the last kill of the match, and in the end, not a bad result, 15-9 on Mountain Pass. As we have a very quick look at the post-game battle results, it's an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge for the Flying Elite from Pyro Clan in his auto-loading French Tier 8 Premium Medium Tank. Spotter medal for getting at least 1,000 hit points of spotting damage, fire for effect, and not a bad result at all. Top the scoreboards on experience, 1,212 experience, 3,494 hit points of damage for his 2 kills. The only tank to do more damage than the Flying Elite was the E100 at tier 10. That's why he got such a big bonus on the experience, topping the score charts. He fired 17 shots, 15 hit, 13 did damage, nearly 3,500 damage done, 1405 assisted, and that was enough for an Ace Tanker Mastery badge. And even though he was running premium ammunition all the way, as well as a premium consumable of strong coffee, which is what cost 20 grand, he probably really should start buying it when it comes on sale at half price. He still made a profit of nearly 65,000 credits in a premium tank with a premium account in the Lorraine 40t tier 8 French premium medium auto-loading medium tank. As we move on to the second game of this double shot of tier 8 action, this is a very quick replay featuring the YouTubeGamer from Banff Clan, and the YouTubeGamer's got his IS3. Looks like he might have been up to a little bit of no good in a previous game because his icon's blue in the top left. But maybe he's just getting a little bit overexcited resetting his Battle Buddy counts. Now he's in the IS3, very popular Russian heavy tank. Very popular in clan wars, platoons, skirmishes, and random battles of course. The IS3 is pretty quick for a heavy tank, and it's also got a pretty punchy gun. 390 average damage for 225 penetration for standard rounds, 265 for premium rounds, which is APCR. And of course it's a very, very handy hull down tank as well. You get this tank hull down, you'll bounce shots all day. Now, finds clutch at the STA1 and lands a shot, does take a damaging shot in return, keeps going. I know he was lit from that TVP V2U, which he ran right over the top of, which tells me probably doesn't have 6 cents in this tank, because I didn't see it go off unless I missed it. But this is where the IS3 is just going to own whatever it comes up against, especially when it's top tier in a lineup like that. The Tiger P, which I've been grinding lately to try and get my mouse, is just going to bounce. He's got his hull. The YouTubeGamer's got his hull covered behind this little mound, so he's just going to bounce shots all day long. Looking for shot on the Tiger P, takes another shot into the tier 7 German heavy tank, and that Tiger P's got no chance. The only chance that Tiger P's got is to do what he's doing and keep retreating, as the YouTubeGamer puts another shot into the top of the tier 7 German tank destroyer, and now of course he's got the attention of some of these other tanks up in the central part of the map, I guess you'd say. Looking at the mini map, I'll make it a little bit bigger. You can see a lot of the YouTubeGamer's team are just camping here, trying to get shots across this ditch, but there's nobody really spotting that area, so I've no idea what they're trying to do. Plenty of people following the YouTubeGamer across the bridge, and with the score on 4-1, I think it's 5-1 now, time for his teammates to start getting aggressive. These guys really need to come round and flank this T-34-100, but of course you can't help people that don't want to help themselves, do they? As the YouTubeGamer puts another blind shot in towards where that clump of tanks was, the Indian Panzer, the Tiger P, the J Panther, and there was a WZ111 as well. Some of those shots must have landed because the WZ's down to 258 health, unless the artillery was having a swing, the little M12. YouTubeGamer thinks now it's time to start moving forward. Got plenty of cover here, and so he's just going to keep chipping away at that Tiger P. Sends him back to the garage in one foul swoop. 7-2 the score, as that TVP V2U gets killed by the J Panther, and the YouTubeGamer now is going to be going for this is the right thing to do. Try and kill the WZ111. Didn't wait till that one aimed properly, so it didn't land, and definitely doesn't have 6 cents on this tank because it's not going off. Doesn't fall for the same mistake twice. He aims that one very nicely into the Chinese tier 8 heavy premium tank, and with the score of 9-3, staying nice and aggressive. He wants to keep that gun singing. Takes a shot from the J Panther, but that's okay because he's going to put another 384 into the side of the Tier 7 German tank destroyer. That Type 64 will be as nervous as anything. Is not nervous anymore. It's been put out of his misery by the T-34, and YouTubeGamer picks up his third kill, killing the J Panther. The enemy Type 64 crashed and killed himself, so there was 2 Type 64s, as gets a shot into the Indian Panzer as one of his teammates kills him, and in the end a pretty quick 4,000 damage game from the YouTubeGamer in his IS3. Only a first class mastery badge, but the main reason he sent it to me, he's pretty proud of his first mark of excellence in a tank that pretty sure he didn't have 6th sense in. It's always a little bit challenging to play a tank without 6th sense, but when you're playing aggressively like that and your teammates are backing you up, I guess it's probably not too bad. He's also picked up the Bruiser, Duelist, 5 for effect, and Shellproof Medal, the Steel Wall for all the most hits, at least 11 blocked on the team, and a high caliber. Second page of the post-game battle results: 4,179 damage, 3 kills, 1237 base experience. I reckon one more shot might have been enough for an ace tanker. Being top tier, I guess, didn't really help. Nobody else really had a massive game as much as the YouTubeGamer did. A considerable amount hit over 1,000 damage, but nobody really did any more than 2. Profitable game too, with a standard account, just under 17,000 credits, only 4.5 minutes. I reckon if the game had went for 1 or 2 more minutes, that certainly would have been an ace tanker. But all in all, a couple of pretty good games featuring the Lorraine 40t, the brand new shiny Tier 8 auto-loading French medium premium tank, and a quick 4k damage in the IS3. Thanks for the replays, lads. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, and see you all next time.